Hey there guys, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here on this terrific Tuesday. I really do appreciate it. So it's that time again when we open up the door to the Marvel rumor mill and we take a look at the latest kind of insider information, fan theory and speculation regarding the Marvel Cinematic Universe and see if we can gain any new insights as to what's going on with Marvel moving forward into the future. So this article comes to us from comicflicknews.com and it's titled Marvel Rumor Mill, Unexpected Returns for Deadpool and Wolverine, Marvel Zombies twist, and more possible spoilers. Guys, I just have to say that because going forward, we're going to be talking about potential information about things that could be happening in Marvel, but we need to take this information with a pinch of salt. It may contain possible spoilers. I don't see it as spoilers, but you may, so I just wanted to put that kind of notice there just for you going forward into this video. But anyway, let's jump in and let's see what we can learn about these kind of speculation and rumors regarding the MCU. So excitement mounts as the MCU gears up for an array of ambitious projects, fueling a whirlwind of rumors swirling around Marvel Studios' plans. Today we've compiled the latest buzz, starting with a significant update in Marvel animation. So at Can We Get Some Toast? This is an industry insider who gets some scoops about Marvel and DC and things like that. Hints at a thrilling addition to the upcoming Marvel Zombies TV show, Infinity Hulk, a variant of the Green Goliath empowered with the Infinity Stones, promising a fresh twist on a formidable character. So this insider is saying that we're going to get the Infinity Hulk showing up in the Marvel Zombies streaming show, which is going to be all kinds of insane. If you don't know much about the character, I would encourage you to go and Google it and look up the comic. It's crazy. The Hulk manages to get the Infinity Rings, and you can imagine the Hulk is crazy as it is. But imagine what he's like with kind of infinite power on top of that as well. So that's what we're kind of talking about. But to see Infinity Hulk show up in Marvel Zombies would be super killer for all of those of you who love the kind of Marvel animation stuff. But yeah, so that's our first piece of information there, that he might potentially show up in Marvel Zombies. So, in other news, Daniel Rickman, again, an insider who gets some scoops right, some scoops wrong, sheds light on Marvel Studios' approach to X-Men 97, suggesting a streamlined production to minimize gaps between episodes, a strategy aimed at enhancing viewer engagement and retention. Yeah, so this is great. This is great to hear for those of you who are loving the X-Men 97 TV show. I mean, there's nothing worse than when you're watching a streaming show and you get to the end of an episode and there's no more episodes left and you have to wait weeks, months, potentially years for the next episode to your favorite streaming show, and it absolutely sucks that you have to wait so long. So here, if this news is correct and that they're streamlining the kind of production process of making X-Men 97, that means that we're going to get more frequent episodes. They're going to come out quicker. The gaps between episodes aren't going to be as long. So that's, absolutely incredible for all of you guys who are interested in watching X-Men 97. So that's our second piece of information. Let's move on to the third piece. So the most tantalizing rumor of all comes from at My Time to Shine Hello. Again, another industry insider with scoops on social media. Hinting at a crossover between Deadpool and Wolverine that delves into the legacy of Frank Castle, aka the Punisher, within the MCU narrative. Could this be the next big storyline to captivate Marvel fans? So they're saying here that Frank Castle is going to be intertwined into Deadpool and Wolverine, the storyline or the plot. To some degree, is it going to be a big part of the plot, a small part? But at somewhere along the line, Frank Castle is going to be involved in Deadpool and Wolverine. We'll have to see kind of how that takes shape as we see the movie when it comes out. But that's very interesting. The Punisher, one of the best characters in the MCU, in my opinion. Absolutely love the Punisher. So, on to the next one. The Cosmic Circus, Alex Perez, drops tantalizing hints about Deadpool and Wolverine, suggesting Thomas Jane's Punisher, an appearance from Ben Affleck's Daredevil, and Aaron Taylor Johnson's Quicksilver. So that's three big cameos from three big stars right there, guys. So hints about Deadpool and Wolverine suggesting Thomas Jane's Punisher. Obviously, this guy here. Guys, if you have not seen Thomas Jane's Punisher, 2004? 2005? Something like that, around about that date. Make sure you go and check it out if you have not seen that film. I think the guy was incredible as the Punisher, and it's a shame that we didn't get more follow-up movies with him, because I think he was great. But appearance from Ben Affleck's Daredevil, take it or leave it. I never really cared about Ben Affleck as Daredevil. I know some people loved it. I never really cared for it. But it'd still be kind of cool to see him pop up. And Aaron Taylor Johnson's Quicksilver, I loved him as Quicksilver. I thought he was great. So seeing Quicksilver in Deadpool and Wolverine, I think would be amazing. While such rumors should be taken with caution, as we've already said, These sources boast a credible track record, raising speculation about potential cameos from Dafne Keen as X-23. That will get one of the biggest pops in the movie, I think, if Dafne Keen emerges as a cameo of X-23. And by the way, whoever made this picture looks great. Obviously, the costume keeping in tone with Hugh Jackman's Wolverine from Deadpool and Wolverine. This costume here, this fan edit, looks great. But yeah, seeing Dafne Keen back as X-23, I think would be incredible. I can't wait to see if they do stuff with her going forward in the future. X-23, man, they could make her just as popular as what they could do with Wolverine, I think. If they wrote her character correctly, there could be a compelling narrative there. So let's cross our fingers and hope that they do something great when it comes to Dafne Keen and X-23. So moving on to the next one. Jennifer Garner reprises her role as Elektra. I know a lot of people already know about this, but like, I just think that's kind of crazy. Jennifer Garner back as Elektra. I don't know if anyone's really all that excited to see her back as Elektra. Maybe I'm mistaken, but there's no one that I know of that really cares all that much about seeing her again. Also rumored to be joining is Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes coming back as Blade. Take my money. That guy was incredible as Blade, man. He was so good. I would pay good money to see him back as Blade. James Marsden. Everybody loves James Marsden. Obviously Cyclops in the Fox X-Men universe. Famp Jensen. I'm not sure who that is, guys. Pop that in the comment section. I don't know who this person is. Famp Jensen. I'm not even sure if I'm saying that right. I do apologize. I don't know who that is. Patrick Stewart, obviously as Charles Xavier. Wherever Wolverine and Hugh Jackman goes, you know, Patrick Stewart's never far behind. So if I had to give it a percentage, I would say it's probably 95% that he's going to pop up as a cameo in this movie. And more in what's shaping up to be a star-studded affair with production backed by a team of industry veterans, including Kevin Feige, Laura Shuller Donna. Fans can expect blockbuster experience when Deadpool and Wolverine hits theaters July 26th. So that's kind of covering the news that we have there. So X-23 potential cameo, Wesley Snipes, Ben Affleck's Daredevil, Aaron Taylor Johnson's Quicksilver, Thomas Jane potentially as the Punisher. That would be very interesting because in the actual trailer they spotted the Russian. He fights a Russian in his movie, and the Russian has a white and kind of red stripy shirt, and they spotted him in the trailer. So if his enemy, the Russian from his movie, is in the trailer, there's a potential that Thomas Jane's Punisher could be there as well. So we got more streamlined production for X-Men 97. I'm just doing a summary here, guys. And then we got the Infinity Hulk potentially popping up in Marvel Zombies. So that's a breakdown of kind of the latest kind of news, rumors, and speculation regarding Marvel, which I think is pretty incredible. And there's some great news to go on there, guys. And we've got a lot to look forward to when it comes to Marvel. Hopefully they don't drop the ball on their future projects like they've been doing recently. And, you know, hopefully they can get back to the older glory days of the MCU when it was firing on all cylinders. But we've got another article here where Bob Iger is talking about kind of streamlining Marvel as Marvel Studios. So let's quickly jump over there. It's very short, but it's kind of informative about what's going on with Marvel. So let's take a look at that quickly. So over here on this article here, Bob Iger reveals Disney's strategy, Marvel Studios to release 2 or 3 movies and 2 shows annually. So it's all about kind of streamlining, trying to not oversaturate, you know, the MCU like they have been doing in recent years. And trying to pull back a little bit and focus on quality rather than quantity. So recent MCU releases like Eternals and the Marvels underperforming signals a shift in strategy. Disney CEO Bob Iger has declared a change in direction, for Marvel Studios opting for fewer releases annually to prioritize quality amidst recent setbacks. The Marvels expect no more than 2 to 3 movies and 2 TV shows per year. So Bob Iger goes on to say the following. I've been working hard with the studio to reduce output and focus more on quality, which is what they absolutely should be doing. That's particularly true with Marvel, Iger said during Disney's fiscal Q2 earnings. We're slowly going to decrease the volume and go to probably about 2 TV series a year instead of what had become 4, and reduce our film output from maybe 4 a year to 2 or at the maximum 3. And we're working hard on what that path is, and we've got a couple of good films in 25, and then we're heading to more Avengers, which we're extremely excited about. Yeah, I'm excited to see what they do with the upcoming Avengers projects, I really am, but I just hope that they don't, botch the new Avengers, kind of like what they've been doing with their recent projects. I want to get back to that older kind of Infinity Saga feel of what Avengers used to feel like, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are the same. So overall, I feel great about the slate, Iger added. It's something that I've committed to spending more and more time on. The team is one that I have tremendous confidence in, and the IP that we're mining, including all the sequels that we're doing, is second to none. So he goes on to say, we're going to balance sequels with originals, specifically in animation. we had gone through a period where our original films and animation, both Disney and Pixar, were dominating. We're now swinging back a bit to lean on sequels. So rather than going with original IP, which they've tried and it just hasn't worked out, they've tried original movies when it comes to their animated stuff, and they've kind of just fall flat on their face. So they're going to swing back more towards doing sequels on their IPs that are already established, which I get from a business perspective. That makes sense. You want to bank on IP that people already know. That's probably guaranteed to generate some sort of income, rather than trying a brand new Pixar movie that no one's heard of, nobody knows, and you're kind of risking a lot of money to not be sure how much you're going to make back. So yeah, so in 2024, Deadpool and Wolverine stands as the sole MCU release, while Captain America Brave New World and Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four and Blade are slated for 2025. So that's like 4 movies there. Will any of these films face further delays? It's possible. However, any adjustments to the slate might not occur until Phase 6. I'm sure then, instead of having those 4 movies in 2025, I'm sure they're going to push a couple of them back to 2026. Blade, it seems, is being pushed back. Like every month or two, we hear about Blade being pushed further and further and further back. Blade was announced like when I was like 10 years old, about 20 years ago. It seems like it's been in production for like the last 20 years. Blade is just like, I don't know if that movie is ever going to come out. But yeah, guys, so that's kind of where we are. Bob Iger talking about streamlining Marvel Studios productions, releasing, 2 to 3 movies a year and 2 TV shows a year, trying to work on quality over quantity. And then obviously we've talked about the rumor mill here, about the rumors regarding the upcoming projects in the MCU. So guys, jump into the comment section. Let me know what you think about this Marvel news. Is there any piece of news here that stands out for you? What are you excited about? What are you disappointed about? Overall, what are your thoughts and opinions? Pop them down in the comment section. I can't wait to read what you have to say. Thank you so much for being here. And as always, guys, if you do enjoy my content, please hit that like and subscribe. That really helps me out and my channel, and I really appreciate that. And I will see you guys in the next one.